got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Jets are top 10 in first downs, and they'll be up against a Dolphins team that wants to be able to control the pace.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Hoyer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Hoyer. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Hoyer. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to throw. And he coughed it up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy. They realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 there on the first down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Back to throw here. A swing pass caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And a give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Silva looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Silva. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. The Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So now here come the Dolphins. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Silva. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. On 1st down, Silva trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Oh, he did it again. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Off the bootleg, Silva. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. The play clock's running down. To throw on 3rd down. Silva. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Both the run and pass still in play here on 3rd and goal from the 3. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. The Raiders out to an early lead over the Chargers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, Silva. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing after the interception. Silva. He's going to float this one deep right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
As they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off play action. Silva. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Watch it now. Back that Philly. Here we go. Over.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
No. Check. Take it on now. Back that Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Play clock winding down. Off the play fake. Silva. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Off play action. Silva. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Time running out here on the play clock. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. From the gun, Silva. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whenever whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Boom,
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Take it in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blown.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go!
The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation. They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green,
Time
39.
running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra. Second down following the run.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. The play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On now the Miami field goal unit. And his kick is good. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. The Raiders have extended their lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Control! Over!
They'll set up to throw. Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.